And you have little sisters in your fraternity, Theta Chi? Yeah, okay, all right, yeah, little sisters. So they had about, a dozen freshman sorority girls from different sororities over the house to rush to be little sisters. Well, it wasn't the Theta Chi house. One of the upperclassmen in the fraternity noticed that one of the girls just seemed desperate to get a bid to be a little sister. So he made her a little proposition. He said, you go to bed with me, and I'll use my influence in the fraternity to see to it that you get a bid to be a little sister. Well, she agreed to his diabolical scheme, went up into his bedroom, they both got naked, and screwed right down the bed. Well, no sooner were they done than a naked fraternity brother jumped up from underneath the bed. And he said, we fraternity brothers share everything. So she had to screw that fraternity brother. Well, no sooner were they done than two frat boys jumped out of the closet, started naked. Hey, we fraternity brothers share everything. So she had to screw both those guys.
Was it at the same time?
No, I don't know the details. I don't know. Maybe
separate events?
Knowing these frat boys, you may have a point there. Well, to make a long story short, 2 hours later, the 11th fraternity boy worked her over. Well, but you yet to hear the worst of the story. Those rats never did give her a bid to be a little sister. After all of that work, she did not get to be a little sister. You can imagine how upset the girl was.
Who was the baby daddy?
So she went to the administration, the dean of students, and told the dean everything. And that fraternity got put on social probation. This is a long time ago. These days, it's probably been kicked off campus. But, back in those days, there was a more, boys will be boys, live and let live. Back in those days, when I was here at IU, we didn't know anything about, date rape or anything like that. And so, back in those days, we always thought, no meant yes. Not that we resorted to physical force, we didn't do that, but we, at least I did not, but we did use psychological seductions on the girls. And a lot of you girls, I'm afraid, have been psychologically seduced by these boys. They come on, they act like they really love you and care about you and like you, but it's all they're after is sex. And once they get what they want, they drop you. Well, then you go to, by now you girls are used to having your sexual appetite gratified. So you go to another boy. And he comes on real nice and sweet at first. He gets what he wants, and he drops you. So you go through several boyfriends, and after a while you get to thinking, hey, all these men are pigs. I'm ashamed to say most men are pigs. Just after sex. Gratify their bodily functions. Well, after a while, the girl decides she's not going to have anything to do with men. So she goes out and buys a dildo. Battery operated. And, for the first time, she actually had an orgasm. Most of these frat boys, they have premature ejaculations. Never been satisfied up until this time. But after a while, she gets kind of tired of that battery-operated dildo. Well, old white lesbians hang around a long time. And they notice it's time to move in. First thing you know, the girls become a lesbian. That's the story of a lot of
So you don't like lesbians?
What's that?
You don't like lesbians?
I think what a waste.
A lot of people like lesbians.
What a waste.
I like lesbians.
I like lesbians.
Are you that way?
Huh?
Are you
Am I a lesbian?
Yeah.
Yes, I actually am.
I like it.
You're not that bad. You can get a man. You're not that bad looking.
I don't want a man.
Well, No, you don't want one of these guys. They're a bunch of wimps, most of them.
No, I know these guys are awesome. They're really cool. I'm just not into them.
Well, you need, just wait. You need a real man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a real man. See, you know, a real man, he will encourage you to a life of virtue, a life of moral purity. He won't try to get into your pants. Any boy who tries to get into your pants is not a real man. It's a hormone. Yeah. A lot of you girls think you've got a boyfriend. You know, he's feeling you out and so on, at least trying to. Hey, listen, that's not your boyfriend. That's your boy enemy. If that boy is really your friend, he won't try to feel you up. He won't even kiss you. He will